Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel, kindly sponsored by Nepcote Financial Services and Rabbit Sports Camps. This week we've got highlights of Worthing First 11's game against West Chiltington on Saturday the 12th of July. Worthing looking for revenge following their thumping at West Chilts on the opening day of the season. In their lineup, Worthing welcomed the return of former captain Darryl Rebbitts and Ed Middleton, who produced that beautiful knock at Buxted the other week and nearly took Worthing to victory. On another super hot afternoon at the Manor ground, Worthing were soon into the swing of things. Nick Bellamy here hitting a beautiful cover drive off the opening bowler, followed up by an even better one, and Worthing are up to 8 in just the first over. Lovely shot from Alex, a short ball from the opening bowler, and he's pulled away for 4. Nice way to get off the mark. Beautiful shot again from Alex, one of his favourites, the square drive, and that's another 4. But a change of bowling at the pavilion end brings down the downfall of Alex Watkins, trying to play one of his favourite slog sweeps, but he gets it a little bit too straight, a bit high on the bat, maybe dragging it a bit from a bit too far outside off stump, and he's caught at mid-on. And Worthing lose their first wicket, 29 for 1 in the 9th over. The next wicket to fall just comes a few balls later. A lovely ball actually here from Davis, which turns away from the bat, past the outside edge, and Ollie Kay is bowled for naught, and Worthing are 29 for 2. With just 4 more runs added, this time it's Nick to fall. An innocuous drive, and he's caught at short mid-on, and what a shame. It was a good innings actually, 23 from 41, but third wicket down, 33 for 3 in the 12th over. So with a couple of senior batsmen at the crease, Darryl Rebbitts and Nathan Schultz, Worthing really need to dig in here and start to put some runs on the board. Another short ball from Davis, and Darryl's pulling that one away. Gosh, the short leg taking big evasive action. Don't think he was too happy with that one. A full toss and the 50's up for Worthing in the 15th over. Here's a mighty 6 from Nathan. Short ball, and he's crashing that to the long boundary. Big hit that for 6. 63 for 3 in the 18th over. Darryl going nicely with this beautiful cover drive. He's up to 29, Worthing 81 for 3 in the 21st over. And it's the 50 partnership up between Schultz and Rebbitts in the 22nd over. Here Nathan crashing one away through the covers, flying across the bare outfield. Lovely shot, that one. Nathan here pulling out his lovely reverse sweep, super 4 that. Lots of hands on heads, but it's 4 runs. And it's the 100 up for Worthing in the 25th over. A leave from Nathan, big turn from the spinner, and it's 4 byes. Darryl going along very nicely here. Lovely leg glance down to fine leg for 4. He's up to 34. Worthing 107 for 3 in the 25th. And it's Nathan this time playing a big slog sweep through the leg side. And it's a big 4. He's up to 42. Having survived a very simple chance earlier in his innings, he's really making West Chiltington pay here. But it's the typical commentator's curse, as they say, and Nathan plays back to a ball which probably he should have gone forward to. Seems to keep a little bit low though, and he's bowled. What a way to go, but he's out for 43 and Worthing 120 for 4 in the 29th over. Captain Swift in next, and he's getting a bit of a rank ball here from the spinner, and he can easy swivel on that and put that away for 4. Nice shot. Short again, Swift up to 17, another poor ball, and he puts that away well though. And Darrell's up to 49, lovely cut shot off the spinner, playing very nicely indeed. And here's his 50, a short ball, out to wide mid-wicket, that's the single, and a good 50 not out off 62 balls. $150 up for Worthing. Captain Swift crashing a full toss back into the stumps, but it ricochets away and they're able to scramble 2 runs. 150 up in the 36th over. Just as he's made his half century, Darrell is the next man out here, pushing forward to a wide ball, trying to defend, and he's caught behind. He looks a bit perturbed by that one. Obviously felt that he didn't hit it, but he has to go. And he's followed by Swift, trying to slog one away to the short boundary. All he can do is mistime it. Caught on the deep mid-wicket boundary for 20. 154 for 6 in the 39th over. So Worthing at 160 for 6 in the 40th over. Looking potentially a little bit precarious here and could well be bowled out. So it's down to the lower order to see what they can do to restore things and put a decent total on the board. And it's Harry Merritt Bland. Smash, great 6 over mid wicket, big hit that, nice way to get your score going. Middleton this time, a lovely shot again through mid wicket for 4. And Bland's back on the 6 trail, this time over extra cover, leaning back, gets a whole lot of bat on that one, big 6. But Middleton goes, Gillespie gets one under his bat and he's bowled. It's 179 for 7 in the 43rd over. Nice little partnership though, that one, boosting the score. Chandler the next man in, and he's greeted with a lovely little long up which he can put away for 4. Meanwhile, at the other end, HMB was going on his merry way, but he gets one which he can't resist, and I think he gets a hell of a lot of bat on that, and he's pulled one away to the long boundary, but all he's done is got caught out, and he has to go 21 off 21 balls, and again, a nice little innings. Worthing up to 195 for 8 in the 46th over. But the 200 is up with a lovely little push of his legs from Henry. Worthing up to the 200, that's the batting points done. And Regali getting in on the act, chipping one down the ground off the opening bowler. Nice for that. And again, one over mid-off. Lovely shot from Regali. Henry here pulling one away. Worthing really doing well with this partnership. Oh, and when the luck's on your side, there it goes through the vacant first slip terrier, 4 rear runs. More luck for Regali, big swipe, and it's over the keeper's head. 4 more, 244. And it's the 50 partnership and end of innings. A little one there from Regali, taking him to 27, and Henry on 30. Worthing finishing the innings on 248 for 8. And off their 53 overs. Excellent effort that on a drying pitch. That should be a good test for West Chiltington to see if they can chase those runs down. A lovely 50 from Darrell on his return. 50 off 68 balls. A nice knock from Nathan. 43 off 54. Swifty chipping in with 20. HMB 21, nice stuff. Henry Chandler, big clap for him, 30 off 34 balls down the order. And the big man Regali, 27 off 23, all chipping in down the bottom of the order. Good effort. So what can West Chilts do in this run chase? And they're off to a nice start. The thorn in their side, Louis Story, pushing 1 for 4 off Regali. Chilts up to 17. And here, cutting one away square through the offside off Harry Merritt Bland. Up to 22 in the 7th over. More runs for Story, a full toss from HMB, which he puts away through the covers. He's on to 23. $50 up for Chilts in the 12th over. A little clip off his legs from Story. More runs for Chilts. The opener, Woodage. Great shot, straight back over the bowler's head for 6. Another 4 for Woodage, this time again through the offside, off Dunn. And it's 73 in the 17th over. This partnership needs breaking for Worthing and needs breaking quickly. But it's left-arm spinner Dunn who strikes first with the big wicket of the big run maker Story. And here, turning ball and a super smart catch low down by Watkins, we can see on the replay. Well done, stayed down very low, took a very smart catch. And that's a big wicket. Story out for 37. Worthing's first wicket, 74 for 1 in the 17th over. Woodage here continuing on his merry way, planting Dunn again through the offside over extra cover, this time for 6. Another fabulous shot, actually. Score up to 82, and this time it's the wicket of opener Woodage. He'd been playing so well, 42. He gets a loose ball from Regali and just gets a little tickle on it, and the smart catch from Kay behind the stumps. And just 2 balls later, it's another wicket, and this time it's Taylor. He gets one that lifts a little, and all he can do is get a little glove or a little bat on it, and it's a simple catch low down by Kay, and that's the 3rd wicket down for 88 in the 20th over. And Regali strikes again, the very next ball. A wonder ball, actually. Look, cuts back in from the offside, and he's out bowled. Everyone's absolutely up and delighted. It's 88 for 4. Worthing sniffing victory here, but another thorn in their side is Nathan Paul, a man who scored 100 in that first game of the season. And here he is, hitting one from Regali, and it's the 100 up in the 22nd over, 100 for 4. And then Dunn strikes. A lovely one. He goes for a big sweep, and all he can do is miss it, and it hits the middle stump. Paul is out, 116 for 5. He's gone for 22. So it's looking like this 5th wicket partnership is really West Chilts' last chance. Gillespie here, flicking one off his hip from Ribbits to the square leg boundary for 4. But one big shot too many. Gillespie taking on the sweep, off spinner Dunn against the spin, and he's caught at short fine leg. Dunn 3 for 50. West Chilts 129 for 6 in the 29th. And this time it's Rabbits that strikes. A short ball, but all he can do is Woodage just drag it onto his stumps and he's bowled. 129 for 7 in the 30th over. Worthing really close to victory now. Just 3 runs later and the spinner done. A wonder ball. Beautiful ball that just turns away from the right-hander, takes the top of the off stump. Excellent delivery. Done. 4 for 51. West Chilts 130 for 8 in the 31st. On the same score, 130, it's Van Noort that falls this time. Big shot, but all he can do is hit it high into the air, and it's Nick that's under it at mid-off, and it takes a very well-taken catch. Van Noort's out for 1. That's the 9th wicket, 130. 1 more to go. And with no more runs added, it's that man Regali again, and it's 5 wickets for him. Just chip back, and he has to take a couple of steps, but he's not missing that for 5 wickets, is he? And Worthing win. What a fabulous win against top of the table West Chilts, and revenge for that thumping on day 1. Well played Worthing, a well-earned 30 points. Good runs at the top of the order for Chilts, but falling away in the middle and the end. From 74 for 1 to 130 all out, and they'll be pretty disappointed with that. But Worthing will be absolutely delighted. 5 wickets for 37 for Regali and 4 for 51 from Dunn, the main wicket takers. Worthing win by 118 runs. Thanks very much for watching, and look forward to catching up with you next time. Bye-bye.